It looks like the Relo. It vapes kind of like the Relo, but it's not the Relo. It's the Battlestar by Smoant. Feels a great quality, vapes really well, and she's only 40 bucks. I'm gonna say that again, this Battlestar by Smoant is only 40 freaking bucks. So here's the packaging for this Battlestar 200W TC mod. And inside the packaging, you receive your Battlestar 200W TC mod, a USB cable for charging, and hey, look at this, you receive 4 extra magnets for your battery door, so if you lose the magnets that come with it pre-installed, then you got these to go to. Also included is this prompt card, a user manual, and a quality control card. So far, I've seen 3 different color options for this bad boy. 1, you could go full on black. 2, you could go yellow and black. Or 3, you can go white and black. So here's just a close-up view of the black and white one. My personal favorite, the yellow and black one. And last but not least, the full-on black one. She's 83.5mm by 40mm by 34mm. All units are constructed of zinc alloy with a ceramic baked coating on there. On the front of this device, you got your fire button, you got your menu screen, your wattage up, wattage down button, and then you got your USB port. And the fire button is nice and clicky. Wattage up button, wattage down button, nice and clicky. Vent hole, more vent holes. Again, vent hole, and more vent holes. At the bottom, you got more vent holes, and it says Smoant Battlestar. At the top, you got a nice little catch cup with your stainless steel 510 threads and a spring-loaded 510 pin. Oh yeah, and on the back, you got your magnetic battery door, and you just grab a hold of it like this, and it's got some strong magnets, guys. Just gonna warn you, but that's a good thing, okay? But you grab it, you pull, and boom, it comes out. You got your battery tray nice and clean. Again, guys, you receive extra magnets, like I showed you before. And here's the inside of that battery door. Now, there's one little nitpicky con I do want to point out on one of these magnets down here. See that? The bottom magnet, bottom right magnet. I got a little speck of paint on there. From a distance, it kind of looks like rust. No, it's just paint. But it's something that's got to be pointed out. Mine came like this. To me, it's a little nitpicky con. But you know what? Everything else about this tray is super duper clean. Like I said, this battery door is super strong. And the beauty of it is you can pop that out, turn it over, pops on there the same way. 5 clicks of the fire button turns her on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to see Smoant logo, and it's going to take you to the menu screen. And right now we are in variable wattage mode, as you guys can see. VW, you got the battery gauge above that. You got the wattage in the middle, the resistance, and the voltage. And when you hit the fire button when nothing is on there, it's going to say no atomizer. You can adjust her between 1 watt and 200 watts. You can adjust her in 0.1 increments, by the way, or you can hold her down and go. And it does not round robin. To change the look of the screen, hold down the fire button and the wattage up button down at the same time. Change it back, do the same thing. To flip the screen while this device is on, hold down the wattage up, wattage down button down at the same time. To lock just the power while this device is on, what you want to do is hold down all the function buttons at the same time. And you can't adjust the wattage or the temperature when it's in temperature mode, but you can fire her up. To unlock it, do the exact same thing, hold down the function buttons down at the same time. Good to go. To get to the mode settings, what you got to do is hit the fire button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You see variable wattage, which we are in nickel, titanium, stainless steel, nichrome, TCR memory 1, TCR memory 2, TCR memory 3, and it takes you back to variable wattage. What we're going to do is we're going to go to stainless steel and click it, and you're going to see the temperature of the battery gauge. It says stainless steel, the resistance, and the wattage. Go ahead and screw the old ferro on there, and I got to say, this ferro looks the tits on this device, man. You get the black with the black and the yellow. I'm just digging it. But yeah, once you screw it on there, because I've got a temperature control, a stainless steel build in here, I'm going to hit the fire button. It's going to say new coil, same coil. This is a new coil. Hit the plus, and it's reading the resistance, 0.25. And we can adjust the temperature. And it does round robin back and forth between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And if you want to change the wattage in temperature mode, what you got to do is hold down the fire button and the wattage up button down at the same time. And you can adjust it. From 1 to 200 watts. And if you let it sit, it will go back to temperature mode. Or showing the temperature, shall I say. But it shows we've set it to 1 watt. To lock the temperature or the power, what you got to do is hold down all the function buttons just like I just showed you. Boom. So I've taken her back to variable wattage mode, and as you guys can see, you see the resistance, the voltage, the wattage, the battery gauge. It says VW for variable wattage, and when I hit the fire button, oh, she's humming. Oh yeah, and to turn this device off, 5 clicks of the fire button does it, just like you would to turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's off. All right, so check it. Here's what it looks like again with this ferro on there, and it sits flush. Now there is a tiny bit of overhang, so your 25mm devices, they're going to be a little bit of overhang, but I think it looks a tits. I mean, it's barely overhang. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just a smidge sticks out. Alright guys, so here's a size comparison between the Rouleau 2 mode versus this Battlestar, and I'll state this. The Rouleau, you guys see it, it's a little bit taller and maybe a touch thicker, a touch. This right here, this Battlestar, it feels more hefty. It's thicker. It just feels of better quality than this. And this doesn't feel bad quality, but this just feels better. And I'll state, the chip that's in this Battlestar performs just as good as this chip. The battery door, this battery door on this Battlestar, way better than this battery door. You guys see the mini screen. Mini screen's a little bit bigger on this than it is this, but the menu system is easier to navigate. To me it is. It's more simplified than this. All that's going to be subjective. But yeah, those are the size comparisons for you. So before I take you guys back to FaceTime and talk about all the pros, I do want to go over a few cons. Actually, I came up with 4 of them. The first con is you cannot lock the resistance in temperature mode. Second, this does not have upgradable firmware. Third, and this is going to be a little bit nitpicky, but the USB port for this one, it sits a little bit crooked. And even for the white one that I own, it sits a little bit crooked as well. Personally, I don't think you should use it. I don't think you should use it to charge it up, because I think that you should just pull the batteries out and use an external charger. But that being said, I'm able to get my USB port or my USB cable inserted in there with ease. And then the last nitpicky con, and I mean this is nitpicky, but you guys saw it, the magnet's got that red paint on there. There's something that's got to be pointed out. Before I get into the pros, I do want to state this is the updated version Battlestar. The first Battlestar that I received had a little bit of a delay when you hit the fire button, but this one, no delay whatsoever. She hits hard from the get-go. Pro number 1, price point $40. That's cheap. 2, build quality fantastic, especially for the price point, and I tell you, she's nice and clean everywhere, as you guys saw. She's ergonomic, feels good in the old hand, just like the Rouleau. I mean, the Rouleau felt good. This feels just as good, if not better, because it's like chunkier. It feels chunkier to me because that zinc alloy, it's hefty, especially with batteries in it. Even when there's not batteries in it, you feel the weight. It just feels of good quality. She vapes well in temperature mode, vapes well in regular wattage mode, and it's a cinch to navigate the mini screen. Everything I screwed onto this device has been compatible, screwed down flush, made a connection, oh yes. Oh yeah, another thing I do want to point out, the first version of the Battlestar that I received had a little bit of a button rattle. This updated version, none whatsoever. As you guys saw in the close-ups, this sucker's got ventilation everywhere, which is a good thing. And you gotta love the fact this sucker comes in different color options. And last but not least, I've never seen a mod come with extra battery door magnets. Well, this one does. Now on to the big question, the big answer today. I'm gonna go ahead and skip all the hoo-ha. Hell yeah, I'd buy this thing in a heartbeat. Highly recommend it. I think this is probably one of the most affordable, good quality, high wattage devices out on the market right now. Now on to the giveaway. That's right, I'm giving away 3 of these Smoant Battlestars to 3 lucky random winners, okay? In order to participate, here's what you got to do. You got to be 1, a loyal YouTube follower of mine. You got to comment down in the description either your Instagram or your Facebook, and then once this video gets 5,000 likes, I'm going to pick my 3 lucky random winners for this bad boy. Then I'm going to contact those 3 lucky random winners, get their mailing address, and get this out to them. Good luck! This is Rep Cheppers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.